I love that you're the king of the whole fucking dead silent. Shut up. There is nothing here. Hello and welcome to the Answers of Lemon, the smartest icebreakers from the dumbest dudes. Are you waiting in line for that final Christmas sale of the year? Well, make friends with the security guard who is underpaid and overtired with some weird questions from your god of VOD, Connor.
The halls are decked. The merry's been made. The only thing left on my to-do list, checked it twice, is to do this excellent episode of The Answers of Lemon, full of festive holiday cheer.
What a gift that you just did your best intro ever. Like, that was really fucking slick, dude.
Yeah, not bad, huh?
Well done. Joining us for our annual holiday tradition is none other than one of the founding members of this podcast, oddly enough, Aaron.
I can't follow up Connor on that one. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everyone. Woohoo.
And I am your holiday host, Evan. So I don't have a normal segue beginning story. So let's just do what we do every other year and start with Connor's Krampus Corner for Christmas time. Bum, ba, bum.
Yeah, that's right. So for those of you not in the know, we kick off every Christmas episode with an opportunity for me to expel all of the nasty, morbid energy I usually carry around with me so that we can just talk about Christmas without making it weird. Sometimes that works. So we're going to start off with Krampus Corner this year. Now, I don't know if you two have a good primer on Krampus. Are you familiar with Krampus lore?
Yes, I have.
I'm obsessed with Krampus.
In Isaac, and I've gotten a lot of videos from Aaron about him.
I'll have to find it for you after, Connor. I have a Krampus mug that his horns are
I think I've seen this. You paid for it instead of stealing it from a bar that was making a Krampus cocktail.
This was last year. We had this conference. Holy shit.
Wow, now that's a Christmas miracle. I remembered something.
Yeah, sincerely not an understatement. Sorry, carry on.
We just watched Krampus on the 5th because that's Krampus's night. So, gotta celebrate the old man, you know?
For the sake of the podcast, well, since neither of you know a whole lot about Krampus, I'll just give you a little bit of an introduction.
Yeah, we really did kind of just say fuck you to this whole segment. Hey, Connor, so dance for us. No, not that number. We're bored of it.
So usually Krampus Corner is about finding a piece of holiday lore and recognizing what's awful about it deep down, what's really lurking beneath the surface as a disturbing truth. And I've never actually brought Krampus into it before, but I've been doing a lot of thinking about Krampus specifically. And so for those of you who aren't in the know, Krampus is, I want to say, somewhere like Netherlands, Sweden, that kind of part of the world. There's a really old tradition that there's Krampus who comes out on Krampusnacht. Maybe Germany. Could be Germany. Thinking about it.
I think it's Germany and Austria.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, Connor, not to be a butt, I thought you prepared for the segment.
I did. The rest of it, not this part so much.
Okay, cool. It's just it does not feel promising.
So Krampus,
you're gonna get stuffed into a bag, my guy.
Krampus is a scary goat man with big horns. Really not a nice looking fellow who goes around and instead of giving gifts to all the good children, he grabs all of the bad children and puts them into his sack and then beats them with a rod. So it's kind of a get him coming and going. He sees you when you're sleeping, like that kind of thing. But more
he makes you not awake. Cool.
So, in tradition, it's supposed to be there's a Krampusnacht parade where people are wearing Krampus outfits and going around and scaring children and things. But it's supposed to be a face your fears. You stared into the eyes of the Krampus and you're still going to have a good Christmas. That's the spirit of it.
I love watching Aaron get hyped in the other window about everything that you're saying.
I will not steal Connor's thunder. For the past approximate 11 days, I have been begging Mar to go to Austria next early December for this Krampus parade. I don't know if Connor is going to get into this, but she's saying no because I don't want to steal anything, Connor.
No, go right ahead.
They hit you. They'll hit people in the audience. They'll just come and give you the rod. And I was like, this sounds like a great time. And
Aaron, do I need to be concerned about your like leisure activities?
How funny of a story it would be to be like, I got chased by Krampus in Austria. You know, I'm here for the stories.
You roll up your sleeve and look, I got this scar because a goat man beat me.
I think that'd be a great party story. I'm sorry.
I'm not fun because I'm hearing like I want to go to like Germany for like the Christmas markets and like the little towns that they build that are like super fun and nice. And it's like, no, I want to go get beaten by a devil man.
Anyway, during the Krampus parade, usually there's like a couple of Saint Nics around who are kind of like intervening and being like, "No, Krampus, don't do that. Don't be that way."
And then they put him in the sack.
They don't because Santa is just as powerful as Krampus. I think not more powerful. He is exactly as powerful as Krampus. It's like very like a shadow figure, sort of a logic to it.
Okay, cool. So it's not a religious god and devil comparison.
Oh no, it absolutely is. But
then Santa has to be more powerful because there's no way that Satan can beat our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. This is a Catholic podcast, Connor.
It's more like good cop, bad cop versus like I would say like good cop versus bad cop more than like God versus. You can't have the light without the dark. You know?
The craziest thing is they do seem to have a working relationship, which is pretty scary on its own. But I've been contemplating the nature of the Krampus for a while. And at first I thought I was going to bring in the fact that this implies a nega version of all of the holiday mascots.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Like a rabid Easter bunny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For Easter Bunny, best I could come up with was someone who comes by, and if you haven't been good, he puts you into the eggs, which is basically Yoshi.
That's pretty good. I guess for Valentine's Day, Cupid just shoots you with a literal bow and arrow.
Yeah, you just get shot, I guess. It's just arrows.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's my lugs.
And I do think that there are some legs on that, and maybe we can bring that into some other holidays. But
yeah, no, that's a fun question. I'm gonna write that one down for future us.
Yeah, but diving into the nature of Krampus as the opposite of Santa, because Santa brings gifts out of his sack and gives them to good kids. Krampus grabs bad kids and puts them into his sack. I was thinking about what other Santa attributes turned inside out would be the scariest thing to be true about Krampus. Okay. And the one that I landed on was Santa is essentially omniscient, right? He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. And if that's the elf army doing all that recon, we don't know exactly. But Santa knows all that stuff. Krampus doesn't know. Krampus doesn't grab the bad kids. Krampus grabs whatever kid is within arm's length. And I think that is the scariest thing about Krampus. When it feels like Krampus is someone who comes by if you're a bad kid, and you're not a bad kid, right? So you'll be okay. I don't think Krampus does go after the bad kids. I think he just goes after children in general. He can't know because Santa knows so well. And Santa is so meticulous and so orderly about who gets presents. Krampus has to be entirely random.
Okay.
Just taking whatever child he can find.
I see your logic, but it feeds into the inside job story that Saint Nick is feeding him the list of like, these are your targets, go.
I bet Santa would try. I don't think Krampus can know who is good and who is bad. Because Saint Nick has such a perfect knowledge of those things.
And like the part that's getting me for the anti characteristic portion of it is Santa sneaks in your home without disturbing anything. So that means Krampus comes in your home with you knowing, leaving a big fucking mess. So that's just a big old goat hoof going through your fucking lock. What's up, motherfuckers? It's time for the sack.
And if you see Santa before he delivers the presents, it's like, well, game's up. Sorry, kid. You were supposed to be in bed. No presents this year. You really can't go taking a peek. That's not how it goes. If you see Krampus, I think your fate is sealed immediately.
It's just like and you're next.
Absolutely. You can't look at Krampus without Krampus looking at you.
Is this some like Nietzsche bullshit?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know.
I understand that this was to expel demons, but I don't know about you, Aaron. I feel a lot heavier in my heart than I did before starting this podcast.
I feel cloud nine. I love Krampus. Oh my god.
Give me the switch, old man.
I have a crush on him, I think. You know? He's like black.
Can I touch your goat horns?
He's like the black sheep of the... I honestly think that's also part of why Mars like, we can't go to this parade. She's afraid I'm going to get whisked off by a Krampus that's in the
God
parade.
Damn
and I'm
it.
just like, have fun.
Gabe Saporta was right. The nice guys do finish last.
Something about a half goat man.
Whenever I hear about monsters that people have a crush on, I always think of Guillermo del Toro. Everybody's been having a crush on Frankenstein. Everybody had a crush on...
Did you watch that?
Yes, I did. It was quite good.
Oh my god. Oh, it was fantastic.
Recommended.
Also did have a crush on the creature, so you're proving your point.
So now I'm really waiting for Guillermo del Toro to do a Krampus movie. Can you
Oh no, why has he got abs?
It'd be breathtaking.
He'd nail it.
So, I too have a special little corner this year that is a surprise to you guys.
Are you saying we're turning a corner?
No, I have my own corner.
Well, we were in my corner. We have to turn my corner. And look, there's your corner. Whoa, a secret passageway.
You're the king of segues, Connor. So, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to do a little screen share for a moment right here.
Perfect for an audio medium.
Because one of our two listeners sent us lyrics generated by an AI based on your answer of the Rat King guiding Santa's sleigh.
Oh wow!
So
this was last year's question. Can you give the full explanation?
Yeah. So last year's question was Santa's reindeer ate some E. coli carrots. Who's he calling in for the B team? And Connor's answer was a bunch of rats.
Yeah. To my eternal credit.
And one of our two listeners somehow turned to AI for that, and I brought the creation to life. So I'm gonna just play this for you guys. I hope you enjoy a Lemon exclusive brand new Christmas Carol. You hearing it? You see, last Christmas Eve,
I'm not.
Santa had a little trouble coming home. The sleigh took a spill, and Rudolph took the brunt of it. Since the reindeer can't make it this year, he had to call on the B team. Do you know who's guiding us
the B team,
tonight?
more like the X team.
Remy the red-nosed rat had a nose that really shone. And if you ever saw it, you'd think he not a big cheese bone. All of the other
I could not
rats
big cheese bone.
would snicker and call him names. They'd say, "Hey Remy, go back home. You're not fit for the ratty game." Aaron, why are you vibing? Then one dark and stinky night, Santa came to say, Remy, with your nose so bright, lead my rats through the sewer pipes
Remy,
tonight.
I've never been more desperate.
Then how
Help
the
me.
rats all squeaked with joy as they scampered round with glee. Remy, you're the king of the hole.
King
You're
of the
a
hole.
hero, can't you see? Then one dark and stinky night, Santa came to say, Remy, with your nose so bright, lead my rats through the sewer pipes tonight.
Please, Remy,
Then
please.
how the rats all squeaked with joy as they scampered round with glee. Remy, you're the king of the hole. You're our ratty hero, can't you see? Yes, Remy, with your nose so bright, will guide the rats tonight.
Oh, please, please, God, never let me witness a gleeful scampering of rats.
Yeah, that's fair.
What a treat. What a treat this has been.
So Merry Christmas, Marissa. That was for you. It took everything in my power, like, not to be shitty, but like to not make it better. Because it was like the lyrics are a little ridiculous, and just the cadence is like, this is not how people would write a song.
Missing something, yeah.
I love that you're the king of the hole.
King of the
Fucking
hole.
dead silent. Shut up. There is nothing here.
It's the end of the line. King of the hole.
So, Connor, you had an understandable reaction similar to what I had. I will gladly hear what you have to say before, but Aaron, you looked like you had a great time. What about the Rat Christmas song brought you so, like, I'm not yucking yums, like, we all need to find enjoyment, but I just don't understand, and I need to know.
For all the listeners who don't know me, I don't hear lyrics when I hear a song. I hear vibes. I hear musicality. I hear, is it upbeat? Does it sound sad? You could probably ask me the lyrics to one of my favorite songs for the past 15 years. I probably have them 75% wrong. And that's my truth. And I'm here for the vibes. I'm here for the music. So,
Okay.
It sounded lovely. Absolutely lovely.
So you have the unique listening experience of hearing absolutely none of the AI that was injected into the song. All you heard was the original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer tune and the loving labor of Evan singing this into existence.
Exactly.
And ad-libbing the intro, may I add. That was off the cuff, baby.
That was my favorite part.
Thank you. I felt like not to knock jazz enthusiasts, but I felt like such a tosser with the like spoken word introduction to the song. Like, I write punk music. I only know how. It took me everything not to shout as like the whole time.
So when's the Christmas album coming out? When's the full Christmas album, all based off of answers that I've given to these holiday episodes coming out?
At this rate, 11 years from now, we'll have a 12-track special. Get ready, folks. We'll be back to Betamax by then. Shall we get into the holiday cheer, Connor? I see you've got the dice at the ready.
I am ready. I'm ready. Yeah, we've got a reduced die this time around for holiday things. It's just a D20, so we'll handle that. We're starting off with a 5.
Oh, 5 is... God damn it. How is it? Okay, peek behind the curtain. Connor just came up with this one, and now we're doing it already.
Yep.
Ho, 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 and a bottle of rum. Why is Santa Claus the best pirate ever? This was never supposed to make it on the podcast.
This is proof positive that if you just keep saying something over and over again, eventually it just becomes normal, and everybody will just go along with it.
All right, Connor. I want your explanation. I normally we let it open. Connor, what's your explanation? Why is Santa the best pirate? I need to hear from the horse's ass. I mean the horse's mouth. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that joke.
It was good. I did like it. When I think of pirates, I think of unquestionable power within the pirate captain. And Santa absolutely has that with a crew full of elves.
Okay.
At a drop of a hat, Santa could just tell all of his elves, we're done with Christmas, we're pirates now. And they would 100% do it. And they would kill it. The amount of just raw material that they could produce, he's got a flotilla right off the bat.
Yeah.
He's not going boat to boat. He's got ships on ships.
Yep. Like, and you got to think, like, half of his crew is making more ships.
That's right. Yeah. And patching up, like, if you can't take the ship out all at once, by the time you fire your second cannonball, the first hole has already been fixed. So the elves have got that covered. And I just think about sheer numbers, based on the amount of Christmas presents they got to make and the population of the world these days, there's got to be thousands of them. They just swarm all over enemy ships like Christmas rats.
God, that's part of our lineage now. Christmas rats.
Christmas rats.
Thanks, Remy. Okay. Yeah, I can see. All right, I'm going to go with Santa's penchant to enjoy the pleasures of life. Because like Santa, like when he's doing his work, he loves a good cookie, a nice like sweet treat. It's not really good for you, but it's good for the soul.
Yeah.
And Santa's known to enjoy a Coca-Cola. So like he's always drinking like soda pop, and like that to me easily translates to food bought with riches and rum, because Santa already has kind of like a ruddy complexion and a honestly, and like an alcoholic's verve, like joyousness, like not the sad drunk, but the old man that's like, yeah, you've had too many, but you're fun to hear stories from. And I think like that the whimsical nature of Santa kind of fits the adventuring spirit of a pirate, of like, yeah, I will do my work, but the rewards I get are what really fuel me. And like I could see a fat old elf easily becoming a fat old drunk. So I think that fits with the pirate motif based on like popular media that I've consumed, as opposed to my lack of knowledge of anything historical regarding pirates. Also,
so it's the gluttony of Santa Claus that makes him such a good pirate.
Yeah, because you got to think like pirates, they always hunger for more treasure, more adventure, more.
Yeah, he's motivated.
What have you? So like, it's both character aspects, but like different,
Yeah, I can dig it. I do.
Do you guys think Santa could shoot a gun real good?
I think Santa could shoot a gun real good?
Yes. I feel like maybe Santa, maybe he likes testing out the BB guns. Like there are plenty of toy guns that I'm sure he's played around with. So I feel like Santa has aim, and like he's got to jump through the chimney. He has a small target. I feel like Santa's had some target practice, and he'd be pretty damn good at it.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think Santa Claus has the kind of discipline to pull that off. He's not a guy that I see practicing. I could see Santa would like the boom boom effect of shooting guns, but I don't think that he particularly cares if he gets a bullseye. He'd have to go through too many like missing the targets. And I feel like at that point Santa would be like, "What's next? Oh, a toy train. Let's play with that instead."
Okay. So I'm hearing Aaron thinks that Santa would use like a flintlock pistol, and Connor, he would use a blunderbuss.
Yes. Yep. I could see that.
Okay.
Maximum effect, maximum damage. Santa Claus.
Aaron, do you know what a blunderbuss is?
You completely lost me on
So
both of those.
it's all good. So flintlock pistol is like think of like the gun that's kind of like a whoop.
I know
A whoop.
approximately zero about guns, which I am proud to say.
Okay.
So.
That's fair. It's like the old ones where so it had like just like the flintlock it's like the actual like hammer. It's kind of like one like curved piece of wood, almost like a walking stick handle. And then you feed it with the gunpowder and the lead ball.
It's like
blunderbuss.
Pistols at Dawn kind of.
Yeah.
Pistol.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe something like an old western-ish.
Yeah.
Older than that.
Ish. And then the blunderbuss is think of more like an old shotgun that shoots a cannonball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
Santa would be well positioned for the blunderbuss because you got to have a lot of mass if you're not going to suffer too much kickback. Santa Claus is a big guy.
I'm thinking I meet in the middle of you guys of that Santa uses the shooting as like an intimidation factor more than like the aim. Like he'll still use the small gun, but you can see him like, being all jolly and laughing and then shooting a guy in the knee. And that makes him even more terrifying that he did that while cracking a joke and not even blinking.
Mm-hmm. Very casual sort of mutilation. Yeah, that sounds like Santa Claus to me.
I mean, he's giving into the Krampus shade of himself, the darker ties that nod at his jovial heart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, Aaron, what about you? We've created kind of like a dark Santa. Where's your Santa living with the pirate lifestyle?
So this is really making me realize I have not consumed a lot of pirate media in my life because I could make zero connections to this like immediately.
So in One Piece, if you eat the gum fruit, your body becomes rough. Oh, that's not.
Nope.
Damn it.
Nope. That's on the fringe of pirate lore. Don't bring that into this conversation.
There's so many like Oda fanboys just like pissed at us, like they don't even know why.
I gotta do some pirate study. You're good. So I'm going a little bit more, I guess, on the nose. A little history, a little fun fact for anyone who doesn't know because I just learned this.
I've noticed some furious Googling in the background while we've been talking blunderbusses.
Dear Google, why the fuck Santa pirate?
Santa pirate?
How Santa be pirate?
Pretty much exactly my search history.
Swears and all.
So what I've learned, even though I don't know if this would make him a good pirate, but there's a connection. Santa is, or Saint Nicholas, the Catholic saint, is the patron saint of sailors. So immediate pirate connection there. I haven't fully looked into all the lore. I need to like dive into that a little bit more. But more fun, he is also the patron saint of repentive thieves. So I like to think of Santa as almost like now a Robin Hood pirate who like he was, he's been robbing the seas, he's been doing his little thing, but maybe like he was like robbing some island and he saw maybe he saw someone like the little drummer boy or something, like some little orphan who doesn't have like a lot of family, wasn't having like a good time, had nothing to his name. And then Santa was like, fuck, I've been stealing from these people for so long. He's like, I have everything I could need and more. How do I give it back? So then he's turned into like a Robin Hood pirate.
That's fucking amazing.
That's really strong.
I love this thought so much. I love that you made it still Christmas. Connor and I are fucked up being like, oh man, Santa's a bastard pirate. And you're like, no, Christmas pirate movie. Fucking Pirate Santa coming to theaters to you Christmas 2026.
Honestly, just thank all the repentant thieves out there. They really
the tagline would be ho 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 and a bottle of rum. Fucking A.
That would be it. You've completed the circle. Congratulations.
Do either of you know how to write a screenplay? Because we need to copyright this now.
Mar went to Emerson, so she might have an idea. It's an artsy school.
That is an artsy school. That's where Molly went.
Artsy school.
I think if we can just keep Erin talking and then write down the things that she says, I think that might be a screenplay based on how good this idea is so far.
All right, Aaron,
I
is
do
Santa
love to
hot in this
talk.
movie? Did Guillermo del Toro make this movie?
Okay, I haven't actually watched it, but I'm kind of picturing, is it Kurt Russell who's married to Goldie Hawn? He was in like a Christmas Chronicles movie where he was kind of like a hot Santa.
I
That
think he
vibe.
did, yeah.
That vibe. So yeah, little Silver Foxy
Okay,
for sure.
cool.
What I like most about this movie is that it starts off with an Ocean's 11 style, like, let's get the crew together, where he goes from pirate boat to pirate boat, finding the repentant pirates who want to give up their bastard ways, and then he puts them on his boat instead.
That's so
I
fun.
like it.
Oh my god. So, do you think the ship is the SS Rudolph? Nah, Vixen.
That's more pirate, isn't it?
Yeah,
A little bit
just
more
one
pirate.
of the cool. This is going to be a longer conversation off podcast because we can't make the next fucking hour of this. So what do we got, bud?
Number 15.
Number 15, moving up in the world. Ooh, I guess we're sailing from island to island and we've reached the Isle of Misfit Toys. Which one are you? What's your situation?
Oh boy, it's been a while since I've seen that particular claymation holiday movie.
That's
So
not an annual for you?
no.
Oh, dude, the Bank and Rass is fucking, like, I don't even like the one with Heat Miser. And Leah's like, we watch that every year now.
Yeah, I'd rather put one foot in front of the other and soon I'm walking out the door. That's more
Yeah.
my annual check.
I think that's Leah's favorite one. My favorite one is Rudolph, so.
So I want to say one of them is a Jack in the Box that squirts jelly.
Okay, so there's a Charlie in the box, and I think it's a
What's a gun?
water gun that
Essentially
shoots jelly.
Yeah.
Water
Yeah.
gun that shoots jelly. Okay, that sounds like an upgrade to me, but misfit. Okay, I'm getting into it.
Yeah, so you got the vibe of them. All right, I think I know mine. So
Yeah,
think-
hit us.
like like I'm a techie gadget because I'm a little bit of a nerd boy. I do a lot on the computer, so I think I'm like a fun, obviously has to be Christmas themed keyboard. So like I think I'd light up like red and green. You know, I'd have like the snowflakes on it, and like my space bar would be like a sprig of holly and whatnot. But the defect that brings me to the Isle of Misfit Toys is all of my letter keys are just the letter A.
So you just scream no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. No matter what you type, you just get ah
Because the caps lock is already on, and you can't turn it off because there's no caps lock button. There's only A.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that fits a lot for my personality and the parts of me that I've put across in this podcast. We do have a GIF of me screaming with only A's.
Okay. But don't the Misfit Toys, you tell me if I'm wrong, because I haven't seen this one in a while. Aren't the Misfit Toys all actually perfect for somebody? Like, isn't there somebody who really loves grape jelly, and so they're like, oh, great, a pacifist gun that will feed me. Isn't that the whole thing?
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
end, they like Santa rehomes them and finds their perfect like child match.
So who is this screaming device perfect for, do you think?
Me. My God, I would put that on a shelf. I would show you guys whenever you came over. I'd bust it out every Christmas episode. Like not to just like make this a whole like this, you know, the fucking Obama meme of him giving himself the medal. But like I would like I wouldn't want to buy one myself with my own hard-earned money, but if someone gave me that, I think that'd be fucking hilarious.
Pretty good. I like that.
Because the function isn't like it's one of those like the spirit of the gift, the thought that counts. Like, yes, this isn't functional, but this is like exactly right.
I dig it. All right, Aaron, do you have a Misfit toy?
So I took this question a little differently, and obviously
Okay,
no
yeah.
clarifying questions. So
Yes.
I thought of the actual Misfit toy in
Yes.
Rudolph that I most identify with,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go with the doll.
Because she's
There's like
depressed?
because so you never actually like everything else is super clear what's wrong
Yes.
with her. Like the water gun shoots jelly. The Jack in the Box is named Charlie. There's like a very clear why she or why
Cowboy
it's
who
there.
rides an ostrich.
Like super on the nose. And then there's just this random doll who looks completely normal and just will kind of start crying out of nowhere. Whether it's like a good thing, a bad thing, she's just there. And I feel like that's a little bit me, you know? Not in like a depressed, like weird way. I see a cute commercial, I'm crying. I see an old man drinking coffee in a coffee shop, I'm crying. I got told a funny story, I'm crying. So I feel like this doll, who no one can pinpoint exactly what's wrong with her, but like something is just wrong enough to like land her on the island of Misfit Toys. I feel like that's where I sit. I feel like I align with that doll.
Dan, she's cute as a button, as are you, so that fits 1-to-1. I think I looked this up a couple of years ago. I want to say that like the creators were asked about that, and their response was like, "Yeah, she has psychological issues."
Oh, we all. It's a perfect fit. Ask my therapist.
So yeah, I love that doll's design. I think it's adorable. And it was always one of those like, what's wrong with her? You're at the fucked up place. Why are you fucked up?
In some ways, that's maybe the hardest part, is that she's not normal enough to just go out with the regular toys, but she's also not fucked up enough to really like fit in, even with she's the misfit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet King Moonrazer loves her just the same. What a beautiful lion, man. Well, no, he's a griffin, right? Like the lion with the wings.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fucking watch the movie this year, man. It's good.
I guess
What's
I
your
should.
answer?
I guess I should. So I'm thinking about I have a difficulty in like getting into a solid flow state where I just focus in on getting work done and like
Okay.
just hone in on things. So I'm thinking about a toy that kind of gets going and then stops going. And so in the world of Misfit Toys, I'm gonna go with uh gosh, what is it called? Like a ping pong paddle? Not but
Oh,
like
yeah.
the ball and paddle,
Yeah.
but like one that just freezes from time to time. So like just when you've got a good flow going, then it's just like the ball is just stretched all the way out and stays there like it's frozen for
Like
who
a
knows
fucking
how
Looney
long.
Tune.
Yep. And then starts shooting back towards the paddle. And so that would be pretty frustrating, wouldn't it? Because as soon as you
Yeah.
get a good set of
Yeah.
bops going, then it all just jams up and freezes up.
Oh, man, that's really strong. Okay, so do you also have a face and go, ow, 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 every time that happens to you in the movie?
Absolutely. 100%.
Okay, good.
But it's like it's a very playful ow. It's more like ooh,
Oh, that's
ooh.
cute. I like that.
And then just dead silence, like frozen face, no talking for anywhere from 3 seconds to 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, because the inconsistency can't be consistent. Otherwise, you can build a rhythm around that. That's really strong. Paddle ball. That free.
Paddle ball. That's it. Yeah.
Got there. Got there in the end.
I think that toy would actually be perfect for somebody who really wants a paddle ball challenge.
Mm.
You know, like
Yeah,
someone
like
who's mastered the paddle ball, who needs another layer of difficulty.
Like you're trying to like someone who wants to like train their reflexes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I dig. Better answer than I expected. I like it a lot.
Hey, thanks, man. Hey, and also fuck you. What do you mean?
Yeah,
hey,
no, totally fair.
I always kill these. I'm the best question answerer we've got.
Fuck, you're right. Man, we got a bad podcast.
Man, like we got a whole rat song now. I mean that's a bad example. That was not a good answer. But apart from that,
you sure are a part of this podcast. Oh no, what have we done? What have we created? I gotta ask though, the paddle ball so with the handle, is your beard here, or are you right side up when it's upside down? So the beard is down here.
the handle is like jutting out of chin.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your neck.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm there. What do we got? Neck. That was a really bad joke.
Number 3, it was a really bad joke, but I liked it.
Really hard. Well, hopefully you like this one better. Thanks to the state of capitalism, coal has become far more valuable than toys. What does Santa give the naughty kids in the year of our Lord 2025 Anno Domini?
Okay. So I just went on a junk drawer spelunking mission, and that has given me my answer.
What was the goal of this mission?
It was to find all of the gift cards that I have and inventory all of them.
Oh, God.
And almost always they're either empty or they have $1.25 left on them, and that is my answer. Because gift cards are the worst gift because they are the least thoughtful gift that you can give to someone. And I'm very much a thought that counts kind of a guy. But even worse than a gift card is a gift card that has almost no cash on it, but might have a little bit, and you don't know until you go to the website that may or may not work, type in the 25 character string of identifying numerals.
God damn it.
And then if that website does still work, there's a 25% chance that it's got nothing on it. Or you realize, oh, wait a second, this is the company that doesn't exist anymore. It got bought out by the other company. Then you got to Google which company bought out this company, and then you got to take the 25 string numeral and put it into their website. And like, am I supposed to put the hyphens in, or am I not supposed to put the hyphens in? Is that why it's not recognizing my? And then at the end of that, you've got 226, which is too much money to throw away, but not enough money to remember the next time that you're actually going to get goods and services from that particular website.
Okay, I just, before we continue with this, I just want to say, fuck me. Yeah, you are the best answerer on this podcast. Holy shit. That fucking ruled.
Nailed it.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, I thought of the, $50 in iTunes gift cards that we have, somewhere in this apartment. It's yeah, no, we've known about that for, the 10 years that we've been dating, and yeah.
Way worse than coal. Way worse.
Damn.
It's plastic in a landfill. You don't feel good about that either. And all of those, especially when it's something like an iTunes gift card, that represents $50 maybe, or $2 or $18 that Apple got for free, unless you hunt down a use for that gift card.
Yep. Yeah. God, that's a really strong answer.
Junk drawer gift cards instead of coal this year for all the naughty kids.
Damn, I like that a lot. Man, I just want to dunk on crypto bros, and I'm going to say NFTs.
Also variable value, enough, and also a huge hassle to figure out exactly what it is that you have and how to figure out how to use it in real life.
The thought surely doesn't count because it's just a bunch of assets randomly cobbled together. I understand that I'm partially hypocritical because I have a physical NFT. But that's because I bought it at the fucking Goodwill and I didn't know it was an NFT at the time.
It just seemed like cool anime poster.
I was like, that's a cool anime poster. Who does this art? And nothing came up. I'm like, that's weird. And then Leah's like, what is this certificate of authenticity on the back? I'm like, what? Someone bought an NFT, took it to the special NFT turning into actual canvas art company, got that printed and certified, and then donated it to a fucking Goodwill. So that's why, like, fungible tokens are rad. Non-fungible tokens, who gives a shit? Fuck them. I'm going to save that PNG if I like it, and if not, I'm not going to insert anything, because then all the kids have to get inserted into the blockchain. And, like...
They're not going to like it. They're not going to like it.
Like, I don't even know what that means, let alone having to, like, this is what you got for Christmas, honey, and it's like, I wanted a red fire truck.
Well, actually, you do have a red fire truck. It's just that first you are going to need to put this into a crypto exchange, and you can use the funds inside of that. But there is going to be some kind of a surcharge on that. You're going to need to find a crypto exchange that is legitimate instead of shady, which doesn't exist. Good luck. And while you're at it, maybe you've accidentally developed a crippling gambling disorder. Could be that now you're like thirsty for crypto, and now any actual money that you could have gotten out of this, you just funnel back into other crypto, and NFTs are just ruining your life.
And no, you can't go to mom's. The court said she gets Thanksgiving, I get Christmas.
Let's trade NFTs, son.
If I were a divorced dad, that's what I'd be doing with my life. Making bad decisions. Aaron,
what you got? It's not cold. It's not good.
It's also not a great answer, but one of the first things that came to mind.
I like to kind of shout on one of us. Yeah.
I'm like, what trick can Santa play? You know, because I don't want it to, almost like Connor's kind of idea, I don't want it to immediately be something like you take out and you're like, oh, damn, you know, like this is a bad thing, a little switcheroo. And I recently was thinking about these because they were one of my favorite little things as a kid. But you guys know those dirt cup desserts? Where it's like the pudding with real worms.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
I thought you were gonna say real dirt and like be reasonable.
No, because I was just about to jump in with like with the gummy worms in it, and then
So, because at first worms were one of the first thing that came to my head or to my mind. I was like, I love a worm. I have since I was a little kid. So I was like, I don't want too many worms where like they might get hurt or like it'd be wasteful. I don't think that's Santa's vibe, you know, or save the worms.
So
I was like, sorry.
I can't stop thinking about this.
Well, you're welcome. Be nice this year. Be good. Don't be naughty.
I'm feeling very motivated. I am feeling very motivated to be good this year.
Why are you into worms? I didn't know this about you.
Oh, I love worms. My favorite full moon of the year is always the worm moon.
What's the worm moon?
Oh my god, I could probably give like a 2-hour talk on full moons. Each full moon of the month, or like each month's full moon has like a traditional name that corresponds to something happening in like the natural time of year. So the March moon is the worm moon, and it's because that's when like the earth starts to thaw and you'll start to see like earthworms for the first time, like kind of bringing about spring and like the thawing of the earth. So I always really liked that kind of like idea of earth coming back to life after like a long winter. And I always remember like at our grandparents' house growing up, especially after like a good long rain, I would love being outside when like the ground was still wet and you'd see like just little worms like squiggling. It always brought me joy to see them like out and about. So I do love a worm. Worm moon is my favorite. Worms are not being harmed in this evil Santa dirt cup situation, but just enough to spook a kid. You know, just enough to freak them out.
Okay. So in my mind, once the child finds the worm inside of the cup, the worm goes something like and then disappears back to
Yes.
Santa's worm farm.
Perfect. Perfect. No
Like
notes.
gets in the fucking Richard Scary Apple Mobile and drives off.
All right. Now I have two major thoughts about this. One is that I think that I more than anybody else detect a lot of friction between Halloween and Christmas because I see the war on Yuletide creep moving into Thanksgiving as Halloween it needs to like start advancing into November. These feel like opposing forces to me. And so
Yeah,
the
like
fact that
Thanksgiving has become like the no man's land upon which the war is fought, as opposed to a nation of itself.
exactly. So the thought of Halloween going by completely innocent, yet all the parents are out there checking all the candy, looking for razor blades, assuming that someone's going to put perfectly good drugs into the candy apples or whatever.
People are just getting hot dogs on the street for free at Aaron's house.
Which that sounds like a delight. But Halloween is this perfectly innocent holiday that doesn't hurt anybody, and everybody just passes that by with the highest scrutiny. Then Christmas rolls around, and Santa's dropping worms into the little treats inside of the stockings, and would catch
be
no
naughty.
flack. Would catch no flack for it. Nobody would be like, "Oh, well, Santa's not." It would just be like, "Oh, Santa, you got us this time."
I mean, yeah, I guess like in that idea, Krampus throws kids in sacks and beats them with a stick, and it's fine.
And it's fine.
Some people think he's cute and have a crush on him.
Santa
Not
gets away with
naming
everything.
names.
My second major thought is that the world must be pretty naughty writ large because we get a worm moon once a year, which could not happen if we were good people. There would be no such thing as the worm moon.
Just like, this is a reminder. Christmas is coming. It's like the anti-bat signal. Like, it's a fucking warning from Santa. Get your toys. Oh, man.
All right, we ready
God,
for the last question?
I just, before we are, Aaron, that's a fucking great answer. You're killing it tonight, you guys. Yes.
Number two. Let's see if
Number
we can
two.
get an. I hope that the best answer to this question is also apparating worms.
Close. What's your favorite Christmas food or drink? And we know Aaron's is dirt cup with a real worm.
I said what I said,
Yeah.
and I stand by it.
No regrets. No regrets.
Pause. Connor, just stick your hand up. You're out of focus.
Well, better?
Hold it a little bit there for a sec. And come back slowly. There's that handsome mug. Yeah, we're good. We're good. You're back in focus. We can use you just fine on social media.
All right then.
All right. So yeah, we're good to hop into anybody's answer whenever anybody has an answer.
Well, this is a nice, easy breezy kind of a question to close things out with. This is I don't need to think about hypothetical misfit toy scenario at all. I can just tell you how much I enjoy eggnog. I just love eggnog and its related beverages.
Not dirt cup with a real worm inside?
Not dirt cup. Not dirt cup. I do. Although I will say, from this point on, the rest of my life, if I do ever get dirt cup dessert, I will appreciate that it doesn't have a worm inside of it.
I both want one and am nervous that it's going to have a real worm in it. Like, even if I make it myself.
But I guarantee you, every time you have like a mud pie or a dirt cup, you'll feel like a good person when there isn't a worm inside of it.
Yeah.
Feel
Yeah.
like I deserve
Okay.
this.
let's go into Connor's favorite eggnog stories. Why do you love eggnog so much, man? Do you still make your own eggnog, man?
I do make my own eggnog. Yeah, it's not that hard, as it turns out. The hardest part is disconnecting the part where you put raw eggs into the beverage and the part where you drink the beverage. You can't if you have a through line.
Mentally or like time wise?
No,
like
mentally.
You're like, oh fuck, man, I want to drink this raw egg mixture right away.
No. You've got to be able to put a mental block in from the moment that you put raw eggs into the beverage to the point where you drink it, because it's difficult to drink raw eggs.
Okay. How long do you have to wait before drinking the nog once you hit it with the booze?
You don't need to wait at all if you don't feel like it. It might get a little bit dicey if you wait less than like an hour. I'm not sure exactly how long it takes alcohol to sanitize things, but if that's the kind of eggnog that you're preparing, yeah, you're probably good like within, I want to say half an hour, but I don't know.
I don't think you're right, because I watched one on Science about that, and they make the bacterial research scientists who make it do it like the day after Thanksgiving, and then they drink it on their holiday party. So I feel like it's somewhere between 30 minutes according to Connor, and it's somewhere around a month from the scientists. A little bit of wiggle room.
I don't know.
Bit of wiggle room.
You know what? I'm gonna double down and say instantaneously, because if alcohol is sanitizing the eggnog, I can't think of anything that would accelerate the sanitizing of that more than exposing it to stomach acid. You know, like at that point, it's only getting sanitized faster.
Okay, so I don't think stomach acid sanitizes, because we can still get food poisoning.
We can. It's not foolproof, but I feel like it's better than nothing, right?
Okay. This isn't a question for the podcast. This is more a question for me. Have you made your year-long eggnog yet?
No. Every time I make the eggnog and try to get back to it a year later, I either drink it all first or it gets tossed, because Alita just assumes like, well, it's been 10 months. September rolled around. He obviously doesn't want this anymore, and she tosses it.
You gotta put on you know what you're doing this year? You gotta take the masking tape, write down the date, and then on the front write, Alita, don't fucking throw away.
Yeah. But after a couple weeks, I don't think it makes a huge difference taste wise. It does get a little more mellow over time, but I am going to just as a bonus answer, because I did technically say eggnog and its associated drinks, I am going to kind of grandfather in Skaltine for my answer.
Fuck you. Oh, that was my answer.
Ooh, gotcha.
You bitch. Okay, well, please enlighten the podcast about Skaltine.
So Skaltine is a very old Irish beverage, which has a lot in common with eggnog, but it's basically, and I think I've got the ingredient list right here, heavy cream.
Yes.
Butter.
Yes.
Whiskey.
Yes.
And a hot poker.
I think there's also some spices. I think like cinnamon goes in it, if I remember correctly.
Probably, if you've got them on hand, yeah.
And a hot poker, yes.
And a hot poker. I've only executed the Skaltine the one time, and Evan was around for that.
Yeah, I've only had it the one time too, but like I think about it annually now. It's such a bizarre sounding drink, because everything goes in cold, and then you have a boiling drink thanks to sticking a hot rod of metal into your cup. And like it's got all the like the nice like Christmassy flavors with the like cinnamon and the heavy cream, like kind of nog adjacency. But the part that both makes it wonderful and makes it weird is the butter, because you have that like extra layer of like fat as you're drinking it. Because it's like, I don't know about y'all, I don't often drink butter, not enough to become acclimated to the textural experience of drinking it. So just like coating your throat with just, melted dairy is like, hey, this is weird, but I kind of like it in this alcoholic drink.
This is a good reminder. I really got to make this happen this year.
You
when
should.
when I go to the relatives for Christmas, I can ask them to put a fire in the fireplace, and I'll bring my hot poker specifically made for dipping into alcoholic beverages.
There you go. Have one for me, bud. Get merry and jolly.
And fat, because it's cream on butter on whiskey.
Yeah, all your calories are straight fat right there, man. That's gonna be sitting.
That's it.
Aaron, do you have an answer? Because I feel like I might steal yours if I go before you, and I'm okay with just getting robbed left, right, and center.
I actually think we're gonna go a little different because I was afraid of this. So
Okay.
I'm a big Christmas cookie girl. Love an array of Christmas cookies. But I would actually say my favorite Christmas cookie, which I think you can probably get all year round, but I specifically associate with Christmas now, is the Italian rainbow cookie.
Oh.
Okay. Please start telling me the pleasures of an Italian cookie, because unfortunately, up to this point in my life, I think they've all tasted like, I assume, hardtack would to me.
Is it the pink, green, and yellow?
Yeah, where it's like almond sponge with like a little bit of raspberry jam coated in chocolate. And it's like, it comes out a lot for Christmas because it's the colors of the Italian flag, which are red, white, and green. But for a little bit of fun background for people, for the listeners, when I moved out of our house, I moved to a town called Medford in Massachusetts, which is just like super, super, super duper Italian. Yep. And I lived there for like 7 years. And when my partner and I moved in together, I demanded that we stayed in Medford because it always will have like a very special place in my heart. And we started to do like Italian inspired Christmases between the two of us, just because we lived in an Italian town. So we would go to like Italian bakeries and buy a ton of like Christmas cookies. There was this place called Bella Ravioli that just sold like fresh sauces and pasta. So we'd go get like fresh sauce and pasta from like a local Italian noodle deli, essentially.
I walked by there.
I'm like, Medford had some good stuff. So I know it's pretty classic. Like a lot of people will do like lasagnas for Christmas Eve or whatever, but that was never our thing growing up. But living in an Italian town for so long, I took some of that. So now it's like, I always have to make sure we find a good spot and like buy the Italian cookies ahead of Christmas Day as like a little treat. I can't get them any other time. They're very specifically like for Christmas in my head now. But it's a very fun little treat and a little like homage to where I used to live. So I think that's my favorite in this moment. My favorite Christmas cookie and my favorite Christmas food.
It really, really sounds like tradition at this point, which is most of what's great about Christmas.
Yeah. I was thinking like all the Italian cookies were like the hard ones covered in like powdered sugar. So I was surprised to hear that something like covered in chocolate with sponge.
It's pretty soft, right?
Yeah, it's more cake than a cookie, but they call it like a cookie.
I've got to try that.
But yeah,
I've got to try that.
It's all almond. It's delicious.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. And I love that I love the history behind it for you. I think that's really, really sweet. And
yeah, we're still planning a trip to Medford this year. We're going to go back to town, go to the same delis, bakeries, and still pick up the same cookies. I'm like, we might have moved, but I refuse to give up the Italian bakeries.
Do me a favor and put in an order for me for some of those cookies, as well as a cannoli from Arthur's.
Done.
So good. All right.
On the topic of Italian cookies, before Evan gets to his
answer.
Yes,
please.
This is year one of what I hope is going to be an inaugural tradition, or this is the inaugural year of the hopefully going to be a tradition of Pizel Day.
Oh, the anise cookies?
Exactly. Yeah. So
cool.
West Coast, not easy to source Pizels.
Okay.
They do not make the same appearance that they do on the East Coast. But a few months ago, I found a Pizel press in a thrift store,
Cool.
Nice.
and it makes exactly two Pizels at a time.
Okay.
So, but Alita loves Pizels. She loves the
Yeah.
anise flavor, and so this year she set aside like I want to say a good 2 hours, including prep and actual making of Pizels, to just make
Yeah.
a crap ton of them so that we can share some with neighbors and also have some for ourselves.
That's wicked cool. I love
I
that.
love that.
Also, you should like make Pizel shaped crepes someday for breakfast because I just think that would be fun.
That does sound fun. All right,
See,
Evan,
see,
what do
you
you
can
got?
be a little bit more exploratory in the kitchen. I'm gonna have a
It's true.
positive effect on you yet. All
Yeah,
right.
gravy crust tomorrow, Pizel crepes today.
Yeah. So I was going to probably still Aaron's. What was your other option? The Oreo.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was going to go with, but your
White
answer
fudge.
actually inspired me to change. Don't worry, I do have my white fudge Oreos in the closet. But this year, my favorite Christmas food, I'm going to continue with the kind of like desserty theme that we've been doing. I'm going to go with Hrust.
Mm.
So Hrust are Polish love knots. They
Hmm.
are a little like lightly fried, twisted piece of dough, like crispy dough, just doused in a mountain of powdered sugar.
They're
It-
fantastic.
That's all. There's like part of the cooking process. One of the ingredients is brandy. So it's got a little bit of a boozy flavor. There was one year that Bocce put twice as much in as she was supposed to, and like you couldn't get drunk off it, but you sure thought you were.
That
And
sounds pretty nice.
I remember, fuck, I still do it. Like even as an adult, when I go over Bocce's, she will have it in. She used to have this big like wicker, like salad bowl kind of thing that she would just she would lay paper towels in it and then do layers of Hrust and then put paper towel and then layers of Hrust, kind of like a Hrust lasagna. And as a kid, up till being an adult, I would still go in there if I see like, oh, Bocce made Hrust. And I would go and I would just start eating. And then I would come out, say hello to Bocce, covered in a fresh dusting of snow.
And at that point, you are what you eat. You are brandy soaked and covered in powdered sugar.
Delicious. Yeah. So they're incredibly light. They're incredibly crispy. Like they're sweet, but also a little bit like savory from like, because it's an mostly unsweetened pastry. So it's got the good like mix of like textures and flavors through the combinations. They fucking rule. I look forward to them all the time. Like,
How do you spell that? How do you spell that for anybody who wants to look them up?
Would you like to take a guess?
Boy, I want to say so. You're hitting the "h" sound up front in a pretty fun way. Not hard enough for a CH. I'm gonna guess GHROUST.
That's a great
No.
guess. Yeah, CHRUST.
Damn
is
it!
how I spell
God!
Hrust. Because technically it's I think it's Hruski.
Yep.
But we just always shorthand it.
I'm
It's
so
Polish.
upset. I'm so upset.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you type in Hrust, CHRUST, it'll come up. You can also search Hruski, which is CHRUSCIKI. They're also known as angel wings, apparently. But Bocce always calls them love knots. They're great. Fucking make them. Have a great time. What else is a great time is this podcast. In my experience, you didn't have to listen to the end this far, but you did, and we appreciate it. Between reindeer rats and misfit usses and delicious desserts, I hope you had a wonderful holiday special. I hope your season is full of love and light, whatever you celebrate, and even if you don't celebrate, you fucking matter, and we love you. I don't want to go into any of the spiels because it feels wrong for this type of season. Love you,
right.
bye.
Wassel, Old Lang Syne, all that good stuff.